Race before our short break. This time DD2 Masters. Here is your grid. After taking pole position and the victory in race 1, Roberto Brzezowski again will start from pole position. Marco Winkler lines up alongside in the 566 from Germany. Then it is Michael Becker in the 526 who will have Tommy Helfinger in the 506 alongside. Sławomir Morański in the 561 from Poland will have Germany's Timo Haug in the 505 on row number 3. Sebastian Humpelhardt will start 7th, alongside will be Switzerland's Alessandro Glauser. Christoph Adams from Belgium and France's Bruno dos Santos round out the top 10. Thomas Schumacher, Ronaldo Kremiger and Rudi Champion complete the 13 strong that will go into battle for the penultimate time here in Germany. 10 minutes set on the clock, plus an additional lap. So let's see if the second qualifying heat, the second heat for these drivers gets underway first time around. And it will be down to Roberto Brzezowski and Marco Winkler to control the pace. Everyone now starting to line up in formation. They come out of the final corner. They start to split and head into the tram lines. The revs start to build to a starting crescendo. Lights are off and we are away as Becker again gets up the inside of Winkler through turn 3 for second position. As drivers are going, there's one driver trying to be a bit brazen, go around the outside through into turn 4 and now gets up the inside as Morański's dropped down the order like a stone being thrown into a pond. So Brzezowski leads from Becker. Winkler this time in 3rd. Helfinger in 4th. 5th position this time around is Timo Haug and then Alessandro Glauser in the 504. Morański has got some work to do as he now closes on the back bumper of the 509 of Germany's Sebastian Humpelhardt. Christoph Adams from Belgium not too far behind. As now it's getting all dicey through for what is P4 as there's a little bit of a touch there between Marco Winkler and Alessandro Glauser that drops him down the order as someone's pulled into the pits. So the driver, I'm just going to keep an eye on who is missing. And that looks to be, again, dramas for Bruno dos Santos in just the first 90 seconds of this race. But now Michael Becker has another chance as up the inside of the 544 of Rudi Champion goes Ronaldo Kremiger, but then the Frenchman retaliates through turn 13 and gets past. But then Kremiger gets a real good runner speed out of turn 14 and gets back past. And then again they swap positions through turn 3. So Champion back up the inside of Kremiger for position. This time Becker is even closer than he has been in the previous race to the back bumper of Roberto Brzezowski. Battle for the lead quite clearly on. 2/10 of a second or there or thereabouts between the top two. Last time around when they completed lap 2. We're on lap 3 at the moment. 3rd is Tommy Helfinger, Timo Haug, Marco Winkler now round out the top 5 with Sebastian Humpelhardt being closed on hand over fist by Sławomir Morański, who tries to go up the inside through turn 12 but then loses out a bit of ground, and then Christoph Adams from Belgium closes up on the 561 from Poland. Leaders across the line. Brzezowski has a lead of just over 0.3 of a second and in the process sets the fastest lap of the race ahead of Michael Becker. Becker did a 50.596 second lap time and it was a 50.490 from Brzezowski. Helfinger running in the 50.5s, as is Timo Haug, Marco Winkler, and it was Bruno Dos Santos that pulled into the pits. Probably technical dramas once again for the Frenchman. As now Pajewski gets a real run coming out of turn 10, up the inside through turn 11 on Sebastian Humpelhardt, makes the move stick, and here comes the recovering Alessandro Glauser, who has got past Christoph Adams for position. Humpelhardt now trying to get the momentum through, as that's a great move by Alessandro Glauser, trying to go up the inside of Sebastian Humpelhardt through turn 13, but Humpelhardt gets back the advantage as Glauser compromises himself through turn 14 that particular time around. Timo Haug in the meantime has set the fastest lap of the race at 50.221 second lap time, as Pajewski just doing what he needs to do ahead of Michael Becker. These two have been pretty much interlocked, not interlocking wheels, I might add, since the race began 4 minutes ago. We still have 6 to go, plus 6 minutes to go, plus an additional lap. As now Glauser goes from absolutely nowhere, clatters into the side of Humpelhardt. Humpelhardt gets spun out wide, Adams gets through. As well as that, there were 2 other cars that made their way through too. And one of them was Thomas Schumacher, and then the other one was the 544 of Rudy Champion from France. So Humpelhardt absolutely thrown to one side by Alessandro Glauser, who saw that there was a gap, but it quickly closed. As now up the inside, Glauser gets passed by Champion that time around. And now Reinaldo Gremiger's on the back bumper of the 504 from FM Racing. But still, despite a bit of battle scarring there for Sebastian Humpelhardt, the German is still wanting to carry on regardless. And that was quite a hefty hit. The car went skyward slightly off of the halfway point of turn 12. Pajewski in the meantime has managed to get himself a bit further away from Michael Becker, as Christoph Adams now leads the charge for 7th. And he is ahead of Thomas Schumacher. Rudy Champion now in 9th ahead of Alessandro Glauser. Reinaldo Gremiger in 11th. Sebastian Humpelhardt still circulating. But he is a considerable gap. 15 point, well, he's over nearly 9 seconds off Reinaldo Gremiger. So things are starting to elongate between 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So it is Pajewski leading, Becker in 2nd, Marco Winkler in the 566 on the Sodicart chassis, rounding out the top 3. 4 minutes to go, Timo Haug in 4th, with Marco Winkler being pressurised this time by Slavomir Moransky, who gets ever so close to the back bumper through turn 4. He was looking towards the outside of turn 5 to get the cut back, and then goes through into turn 6, neatly makes the move. Switchback attempt from Winkler, can't get it done. Moransky gets past. And then Alessandro Glauser has got to watch out, because he's got the 544 of Rudy Champion and the 527 of Reinaldo Gremiger not too far behind. Thomas Schumacher just up the road from them. And there's quite a considerable so the 504 of Alessandro Glauser, I'm not surprised, has been hit with a 5-second penalty for causing a collision when he connected with Sebastian Humpelhardt. Gap between Pajewski and Becker now is 4 tenths. Helfinger, Haug, Moransky, Winkler, Adams, Schumacher, Glauser, Champion, Gremiger and Humpelhardt still carrying on. 2 3/4 minutes plus an additional lap still remaining. And the driver that is fastest out of anybody out on the circuit at the moment, who on lap number 7 put in a 49.764. That is Slavomir Moransky. And he is closing. He is closing on Timo Haug. And he just went over 2.5 tenths of, nearly 2.5 tenths of a second quicker with the 5.61. Poland. As the drivers now circumnavigate turns 9 and 10 into the 2 hairpins at the far side of the circuit. Brzezowski still keeping on doing what he needs to do. Hit every braking point, hit every apex, power it out of the corner correctly, not make any unforced errors or any mistakes that could put him into the jaws of the grasp of Michael Becker, who is still trying to chase him down. As Becker puts in the fastest lap very quickly, and then Moransky does the same as well. 49.701 from Becker, 49.689 from Moransky. As Alessandro Glauser still trying to battle away for 8th position on the road, but a 5-second penalty will demote the Swiss driver all the way down to around about 11th position by my count. So he will finish ahead of Sebastian Humpelhardt, who is 7.387 seconds behind Reinaldo Kremiger. Leaders coming through now, turn 14, on to lap number 11. Lap number 11 completed. 45 seconds on the clock remaining. This will possibly more than likely be the penultimate lap of the race. Sorry, a balloon pops in here. My desk was awash with balloons this morning when they wished me happy birthday. Sorry about that. That sort of scared us all up here in the office. 25 seconds on the clock remaining, and Roberto Brzezowski still leads by 0.4 of a second off of Michael Becker. Tommy, we're just having a little giggle up here now. But Tommy Helfinger still rounding out the top 3, having come into dramas in the first race. So now this is going to be close. Final lap board will be shown to Roberto Brzezowski for the second time as he leads the field across the line. Half a second ahead of Michael Becker. Tommy Helfinger, Timo Haug, Slavomir Moransky round out the top 5. But Timo Haug now coming under threat from Moransky as they now go through turn number 4. Into 5. Into 6. Moransky looks to have a real good turn of pace, and he's also gone quicker by over 1/10 of a second on Timo Haug, and the Polish driver nearly loses it going through the exit of turn 8 into 9 and 10. He's got a real good run on the 5.05. He's looking to the inside on turn 11. He's going to try and make the move. They interlock wheels slightly, but Moransky makes it through. But the checkered flag will now wave as the 5.65 of Austria's Roberto Brzezowski. He's got to just keep the throttle planted to the floor. He takes the checkered flag, but by a kart length. And that was 0.115 seconds ahead of Michael Becker. Tommy Helfinger in the 5.06 from Germany takes P3. Slavomir Moransky steals it. Steals 4th from Timo Haug in 5th place. Marco Winkler in 6th. Christoph Adams in 7th. Alessandro Glauser will be demoted down to 11th position, and that will promote Rudy Champion up to 8th place ahead of Thomas Schumacher, with Reinaldo Kremiger rounding out the top 10. Glauser will be 11th ahead of Sebastian Humpelhardt, who had that coming together with him due to the fault of Glauser a bit earlier on through turn 12, with Bruno dos Santos retiring on the very first lap.